Procrastination is an illness. And of course, the moment you procrastinate, the moment you put yourself into that energy, these are the energies that's basically you're pushing out. So you're going to receive these same circumstances, same situations. You're going to keep repeating these things over and over again. And of course, the amount of time and energy and percentage that you put into procrastination and not basically going after your goal or stepping on your perspectives or stepping on your goals or stepping on your business or stepping on your feet or stepping on your task. These is putting you into situations again, swipe right under your feet. Ever seen the movie Get Down and Lay Down? Benny Siegel going to come into your space. Now you got a few seconds to go ahead to get with the program or lay down. Get with the program is you getting on your shit, making sure no individual is basically taking you off task, making sure no individual is basically trying to taint with your treasures or fuck with your plants or be a snake in your garden or bite you like an atom or bite you like an apple. So you got to be ready to basically put up a self-defensive system. You got to be ready to basically strike and go hard. You got to be willing to basically be real strong, be passionate, be determined. Feel me? A whole lot of misfortune can basically lose you in your life. Feel me? Because it's one thing to basically want it. It's one thing to need it. But of course, if you are determined and of course you get something, that's not the time to basically be lazy and get comfortable. Because the same way you got it can be the same way the universe take that shit right up under your feet and basically make sure your ass is humble. So whatever you're basically working on, whether you're catering to it or pertaining it, you got to be consistent. You got to be willing to basically make the sacrifices. Whatever you trying to basically go after, you have to chase it. You got to have a strong mind, a strong mentality. You got to make sure nothing is getting into your mind. You got to make sure your mind is clear, Prince. You got to clear your mind out, just like how you wash your ass in that shower. You got to wash your mentality too. You got to make sure you're using the right soap. Make sure you're not using toxic soap. Not just clearing your mind for a few. Yeah, you clear your mind for a few seconds, but of course, all that shit that was on your mind, this is gonna dictate how much time you need to basically put towards cleansing your mind, and of course, not allowing individuals to basically plant certain seeds in your mind, tell you certain things, make you feel vulnerable to certain situations. Because the moment you stay into that circumference, the moment you stay into that situation, that's the moment they can basically use you as a crutch, and of course, you'll be basically building their mentality, building what they said to you. And of course, now you got you a ghost that's basically chasing you in your mind, telling you to basically do things, making you do this thing. And of course, you got to always remember, you ain't the mind. And of course, you ain't the flesh. You can take this to all perceptions. But at the end of the day, your mind is what you use. Your body is what you use. Your eyes is what you use. Your physical is what you use. You use life like a bitch. Never allow life to use you like a bitch or basically throw you around. Feel me? You gotta be Billy. You gotta be Jimmy Hopkins. You gotta be basically willing to fight Gary, big ass. You gotta knock his big ass out. You gotta willing to basically knock Debo big ass out. You gotta basically be willing to break those bricks. Put the rock down.